Hello and welcome back to my nail corner. Today I have a double dip mani for you guys. It is Valentine's themed. So here we go into some more pink and hearts and all the Valentine's-y things. And then I just said we're getting into pink and I have white out. And there's a reason for that. So while I get this dip on, I am doing one dip of soft white as a base for the mani that I am doing today. And the reason for that is one of the dips that I'm using in particular is kind of sheer-ish, like more of a jelly kind of dip. And I wanted it to look more opaque. I personally, I don't know. I don't really wear the jelly kind of dips that are like colored and semi-sheer, which is funny because one of my favorite looks is this soft white color, which is like a milky semi-sheer white. But for some reason, like white and pink are like the only colors I prefer on myself to be that semi-sheer kind of milky look. I just don't feel like I like the tips of my nails to show through the dip powder in most other cases. I don't know, maybe I should try it, maybe it'll grow on me. But for this look, I wanted a more opaque look. So I wanted a white base under the colored dips so that it would look more opaque. So that's what I'm doing right now. But the mani we're getting into today is a recreate, not an exact recreate, but it's the same theme. Same look, just different fingers, different colors, different dips, as a Valentine's mani that I did last year. So if you've been with me for a minute, thanks for still being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is going to be the layered stamping hearts look that I did last year. I loved it so much. I wanted to wear it again, and somebody else just recreated that look on Instagram. I saw her post in both places, on Facebook and on Instagram. I'll pop a picture in here. Stacy recreated this look and she did it with black, and I thought it was so cool and just an edgy Valentine's look. Valentine's nails don't have to be pink and red, so if you're a black nail lover, go for it because it can work for you. And now I'm tempted to do it all over again and wear some black because I kind of enjoy a black nail from time to time, and I would love that. In fact, I did a different mani last year that was black and a nude. The hearts were black on a nude base, and I really liked that too. So yeah, mix it up. Go with some dark nails if that's your jam for Valentine's. I love that. So I love that somebody else posted a mani that was inspired by something I did. That always really blesses me and just makes me feel, I don't know, it just feels really nice. And I love seeing your manis. So if you guys do something that is inspired by one of my videos or an Instagram post, please tag me. I love to see those and share them so everybody else can see your beautiful creations. So thanks for doing that when you guys do. I really do love seeing them. So now I have one dip of soft white down. Sorry I didn't show the bottom of this. This is, I believe, called Wanabee, and it's a glow dip. So you'll see the glow in the end, but I will definitely double check the name and the number on that. It's a double dip color, and I'll put all the stuff in the description box as per usual. So this is the color that I was saying that is kind of jelly. So if you don't have a white base under it, it is semi-sheer. Less than probably I'm imagining, but on my swatch stick it was definitely a little bit sheer. So this is showing an easy fix for that. If you have a color that is a little bit sheer and you don't want it to be, just throw a dip of white under it. It doesn't have to be a milky white. It can be a totally opaque, stark French white, whatever you have. You can just put an opaque base under it, and then that's going to help make your overall dip less sheer. Hopefully that makes sense. So this, like I said, is a glow dip. It is one of several that Double Dip has. Their glows are awesome. So if you're into glowing dip powders I am, then definitely check those out. I have a couple other pretty ones. I did I have one that's called As If, and that is awesome as a topper. It's like a light glitter. and it glows. So you can put it over top just about any other color and it only slightly changes the color. It just lightens it up ever so slightly, but really great topper if you want to turn any mani into a sparkly glow mani. So definitely check those out. Anyway, I'm going to get into this a little bit further and then I'm going to come back and talk to you guys about stamping. But in the meantime, I'm going to do 2 dips of this hot pink over the soft white. And then I'm going to come back and chat with you guys about our accent nails and our nail art. Okay, so now we are going to get into those accent nails, and this color is called Fairy Cotton. It's a really pretty light pink, and I wouldn't have even thought of it as semi-sheer. I wore this in a full mani. I'll pop a picture in here so you can see it. And it's a beautiful pink. I really, really liked it, but I tested this out on a swatch to see if it would work for the look that I was going for, and it did. So that's where we are today. So I will say that even when a color is like opaque in 2 or 3 dips on a nail, you can still test it out for layering purposes like this. So we are going to do 1 dip of that pink on each of the accent nails, which again have 1 layer of soft white underneath, just to give it like a base of white, like your background. So we're going to do 1 dip of Fairy Cotton on top of that, and then I'm going to clear cap those hot pink nails because we're done with the hot pink nails. So I want to clear cap them, kind of get them out of the way, and then we're going to activate. So again, I'm sorry, like I feel ridiculous like going through all these steps over and over again, but even when I was doing them, I was like thinking through like, okay, what do I want to do next? How is this going to work best for what I'm trying to accomplish? So it's a little bit, it's so different from like your typical dip process because we're going to stop halfway, clear cap those hot pink nails, and then activate everything before we stamp. So I'm gonna do that really quick, the clear cap and the activation, and then I'm gonna talk through why I did that while we stamp. So hang in there. so now everything is activated and hardened, but I did not buff or file those nails. So just activated, waited a minute for that to cure, and now we're going to go in with our stamping. So the reason I activated is because I don't want my jelly stamper to pick up any powder off of the nail or kind of mess it up, because the dip powder on your nail is not going to cure until you activate it. Even though it's your dip base has dried with the powder in place, it's fairly secure. It can still be it's still movable, let's put it that way. So I activated those nails so that I could go ahead and stamp, not mess up my stamper with any powder, and not ruin the dip application in any way. This stamping plate is from Maniology. The stamper itself is from Triple D. I love a round monocle stamp like this. It's a nice size and you can see through it to see where you're placing the stamp quite easily. I fussed around a little bit because I was remembering that I'm going to layer stamps over this. So you don't want to fill the whole nail with hearts or whatever shape you're doing on your first layer, because you want to remember that you're going to do another dip of your whatever color of your choosing and then stamp over that. So you want to leave some blank spaces for your next layer of stamps. So I am just showing you the stamps on the ring finger. I'm doing the exact same thing on my index finger. It just gets really repetitive to stamp the same shape. This stamping plate has a nice 3 different sizes of hearts, so I did vary the sizes a little bit to fit kind of the look that I wanted on the nails, but do whatever floats your boat. So now that I have 3 hearts on that layer, as I said, I'm going to go ahead and do the index finger off camera, and then we're going to come back and do a layer of fairy cotton again over top of those stamps. So I will warn you that this layer may, if you haven't taken at least 2 minutes, your dip base can dry really rapidly because you've already applied activator to your nail. So because it had been enough time while I stamped, it went fine. But if you go ahead and do this dip over and you find that your layer is patchy and maybe the dip powder didn't adhere to the entire nail, that's because your dip base was coming in contact with activator that hadn't fully dried. So if that happens, you can just do another dip to kind of fill in those areas. But really, in the time it takes you to stamp those nails, you should do okay. I'm not a super slow stamper. I just kind of moved right through it. So it wasn't I was taking a really long time. It was just a couple of minutes and then I was ready to go in. So I just wanted to warn you that because you've already activated those nails, just beware if you find that your brush is hardening or that your dip is adhering in a patchy fashion. That's why. So just be cautious because, like I said, activator and your base, they're kind of enemies of each other. And yet they need each other. It's a frenemy situation. Okay, so now I've done that. I did go ahead and activate those 2 layers. Sorry, I did it off camera. But those are activated now again, so I can go in and stamp my other hearts on my top layer. So basically what you're getting is you've kind of muted that first layer of hearts by dipping over it. And then we're going to go in with hearts on the top layer that are going to look vivid again because they're on top. And I just love the way this turned out last year. I loved it all over again this year. I don't know. I kind of want to do it over and over and over again with all the semi-sheer dips and designs that I can think of. But I won't because that would get boring on this channel. But you guys should try it out. It's super fun. It's super simple. And I got a lot of compliments on people seeing it when I was out at stores and things. They were really into it. So it's a fun, I don't know, light and good feeling mani, I think, personally. So now that's done, we're going to clear dip over those. Now this one is the one where I would even be more cautious with your activator timing because I only did 2 hearts on that second layer, so it was a much quicker process. So like I said, just beware that if your dip base is drying rapidly, just go ahead and dip over it again. It'll be fine. But that's what's going on if you get a patchy application. So I'm going to cap those 2 nails in clear. I'm going to activate, file and buff off camera, and then we will wrap this thing up. Okay, so now we are all filed and buffed. I thought these turned out really cute. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would. We just hit 6,000 subscribers on this channel. I'm so excited. And I need to get together a giveaway for you guys. We need to celebrate 6,000 of us together doing pretty things to our nails. So thanks for being here. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. And if you give this a thumbs up or drop a comment below, it just helps me kind of get out there. I think the YouTube algorithm likes, interactions and things. So I appreciate it when you guys interact with me on this channel. So I'm going in with my gel base. If you're new here, then you don't know why I'm doing that. But if I apply a gel top coat over a dip powder mani, it is very likely to peel up because gel top coat does not like to adhere to a slick, smooth surface like your buffed dip powder. So I highly recommend applying a gel base first and then your gel top coat. These are the gels that Double Dip sells on their website. It's a sister brand called Vena, and the new bottles I just got are different than the ones you're seeing here, but it's the same brand, same gels. I really like their gels. They're really a nice thin application, but they're not like runny or anything like that. So I'm speeding through my top coat because it's like the same thing that you just saw me do. It even looks the same as base, but I'm speeding it up. I don't like to cut out too many steps like that. Like I don't want to cut it out completely and just tell you that I did the top coat because I don't want to confuse anyone that's kind of new to this system. So I did gel base and now I'm doing your gel top. Gel base has like a tacky surface to it, and that is why your gel top will adhere to it better. So I hope that makes sense. You could also just use dip top coat. So if you were using dip liquids only, then what you would want to do after you filed and buffed is reapply your activator, because your activator cures your dip top coat as well. So you would activate, kind of wipe that off with a lint-free wipe just so there's no excess activator on your nail, and then go in with your dip top coat application. I do have some other videos with dip liquids only, so if you're looking for those, then just definitely check out the rest of my channel. There's lots of content on there by now. Like, I can't believe how many videos I've recorded to this point. Never thought I'd be here, but I'm loving it, and I thank you guys for joining me. So now my top coat is on. I'm gonna hang my hand upside down to let gravity do its job to kind of pull that top coat towards the middle, and 60-second cure, and we are done. How cute are these? Loved it. I'm into the Valentine's theme thing. I was ready for all like the hearts and the pink and the reds and stuff, so I need to get some more of that going on. I've had a busy couple of weeks and haven't been able to do my nails in like a week. So I am applying my Candi Skincare Cuticle Oil as per usual to hydrate my cuticles after a mani process. I love it so much. I also love their body butter, so definitely check that out, and all their other products. I have a discount code in the description box below for Candi Skincare and also for Double Dip. Look at that glow. It's so bright. Oh, I love a glow. So there's the finished look. Thanks for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next vid. Bye now.